There is an idea that every human being is born with a personal legend, an ultimate calling or an inherent life purpose waiting to be fulfilled. But pursuing it comes with a paradox. We are promised profound fulfillment if we chase this calling, yet taking that very first step almost always requires risking everything that feels familiar and safe. Take the story of a young shepherd named Santiago. To pursue his dream, he makes an immense initial sacrifice, selling off his entire flock of sheep, his only source of income and security. He trades that security to chase a specific physical destination, a hidden treasure supposedly buried far away at the Egyptian pyramids. But the moment he crosses the sea into Tangier, Africa, tragedy strikes. He is robbed of his life savings, leaving him entirely penniless, stranded in a foreign land where he doesn't even speak the language. It presents a deeply human question. When a catastrophic setback destroys your life's plan on day one, do you retreat to safety, or do you find a way to keep moving forward? Rather than surrendering to despair and begging for a ticket home, Santiago swallows his pride and takes a menial job sweeping floors for a struggling local crystal merchant. He begins to read his new environment and adapt. Recognizing a missed opportunity, he suggests the merchant start serving local tea to thirsty travelers in the crystal glasses to drive foot traffic. The idea works. Santiago spends a grueling year laboring at this shop, successfully saving enough money to buy back a massive flock of sheep. Now he faces an internal dilemma. He has the funds to return home to Spain, buy his flock, and safely resume his old comfortable life. True resilience is the active choice to continue pursuing a terrifying goal instead of taking the comfortable exit when it is handed to you. He enters the next phase of his journey by joining a massive caravan preparing to cross the harsh and dangerous Sahara Desert. Along the way, he meets a scholar known as the Englishman. This man is obsessed with the literal science of alchemy, buried in books, trying to learn the exact chemical formula to turn base metals into physical gold. Santiago takes a completely different approach. Instead of academic obsession, he learns by observing the desert itself, developing a skill to read what is known as the soul of the world. The soul of the world is the interconnected language of the universe. In this state, the movement of a hawk, a sudden shift in the wind, and human intuition all communicate as a single, unified system. Eventually, the caravan halts at a desert oasis. Here, Santiago meets a local woman named Fatima, and the two fall instantly in love. He considers abandoning his quest to stay with her. But Fatima's reaction is entirely unexpected. She insists that he leave the safety of the oasis to finish his journey. True love is characterized by selfless sacrifice and encouragement. It actively pushes a person toward their growth. It never acts as a cage to hold someone back from their personal legend. Leaving the oasis, Santiago encounters his final guide, the titular alchemist. This wise, powerful figure steps in to teach Santiago how to fully trust his heart and decode the signs of the natural world. The journey quickly reaches a life-or-death climax. Santiago and the alchemist are captured by hostile tribal warriors in the deep desert, and execution is imminent. The alchemist strikes a bargain with the tribal chief, establishing an impossible condition for their survival. Santiago must prove his mastery over the universe by literally turning himself into the wind. This feat requires Santiago to apply every lesson he has learned from the alchemist. To become the wind, he must stop viewing himself as a separate entity and instead communicate with the elements as part of the same unified soul of the world he observed in the caravan. This moment reveals the core message author Paulo Coelho intends for the reader. While the physical gold at the pyramids provided the initial motivation, the story reveals that the external prize is secondary to the internal change. The financial ruin in Tangier, the year of menial labor, the near-death desert experiences are the specific catalysts required to transform raw human potential into a realized personal legend. In the end, the journey itself is the alchemy.